Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general energy reading for the sign of Sagittarius for July 2021. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign. Okay, if the reading resonates then that's fantastic. If it doesn't then it's simply not your message, but there might be parts of the reading that do resonate. Okay, I'm currently shuffling with the Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck today. So I'll soon cut up the deck and get straight into the reading. Just so that you know, obviously these readings are labelled as July, but they are timeless. Okay, so it's whenever you come across them is when it's most likely for you. Right, so what can we get for Sagittarius, please, for July? Oh, wow, did you see that? Straight out, good fortune is coming your way with the Wheel of Fortune. Things are finally turning around for you. I'm getting the sense that this came out reverse, but then it just flipped in my hand and it's come out upright. So you're going into having a turning point now. There's going to be some sort of breakthrough which is allowing you to get clarity on a particular situation that may have been relatively difficult. So we're going to move on to the next card. We have Death here with Scorpio energy. This Wheel of Fortune is the fixed signs, so we've got Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio energy and Taurus in this. Okay, we have the Tower. Wow, there's a lot going on here. This is also Scorpio energy with Aries energy for the majors, but there will be success, as we kind of know already with the Wheel of Fortune. But then we have the Six of Wands upright, Three of Pentacles upright. This is quite promising, guys. So we have the Two of Wands upright. Sorry if I just got a faff with the cards because I do the layout a little bit differently. So we have the Eight of Swords upright. Wow, Eight of Wands next. And we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, interesting. Nine of Swords upright. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Page of Wands upright. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Oh, that looked like it wanted to come out as well. We got the Hangman in reverse, and that looked like an extra message with the Nine of Wands. So there may have been a period of time where, you know, you've just felt like the wounded warrior. You're not able to kind of go on anymore. You've had to really persevere in a very difficult situation that has been very challenging and a test on your patience, I'm getting. But what this is allowing you to do is this is getting to the point where you're pushing forward regardless of whatever has been coming your way, and it's allowing you to kind of get to that end, that completion of a particular cycle, which has been incredibly important for you to finish, to have this particular growth in your life. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups upright. So, okay, what we don't see, there's potentially been a period of time where feeling quite unfulfilled in certain aspects of either your life or particular offers that may have been coming in for you, feeling that they're all the same necessarily. I'm getting the sense of feeling quite emotionally disconnected from certain events or people or places that have feel like this kind of build up with accumulation of like events I'm getting, which have made you feel like you're stuck in some sort of way. Yeah, I'm getting the sense here, like with the Fool energy in reverse next to it, it's like potentially feeling taken advantage of in one particular way or another, or worried about, you know, if you were to move on in a particular situation, trying to make sure that you're kind of taming yourself to not be making reckless decisions, because you want to make sure that things are going to eventually turn out the way that you need to, you know, and be successful and feel proud of something and getting potentially peace after a difficult situation that you may have felt very confused in. Could have been dealing with quite a lot of I'm getting malicious people potentially, and this in turn has been really quite difficult, like severing of a particular contract I'm getting. And then with the Five of Cups in reverse, it's like you've gone through this particular hardship and you're having to move on and find peace. I feel like that's really important, but you may have not felt like you were going to eventually get to that particular peace, but you will do, because you've got the support and, you know, circle of friends and family members, etc., who are there to help and support you. You know, I broke up the deck and we've got the Page of Cups, yeah, in reverse, like feeling potentially at the point feeling relatively vulnerable and unsure that if you were going to accept any other cups or any other offers coming your way, you know, are they going to be the same as what I've already been through? And this in turn, you may have felt relatively reserved about taking these particular offers, and then we've got the 10 peeking out through here, so I will take that as you going through a series of events that have people kind of one thing after another, potentially been stabbed in the back by several people, you know, who've been potentially in and out of your life and haven't necessarily been of a major support, which has been quite difficult. Okay, so what I'm really getting here is potentially there have been there's a few court cards here, so these could be relative to other individuals, doesn't necessarily have to be, but they could be also certain aspects of yourself, so we'll take a look into this. I'm really feeling that potentially there may have been a period of time where you felt relatively unstable, potentially in a home family situation or even in a work situation, which has caused a lot of anxiety. This in turn, you may have had to rely on lots of other people to be able to get the resources about what it is that you need in order for you to move on forward. Potentially having gone through a really difficult situation, being fearful of particular changes, maybe feeling relatively stuck and, you know, lost all sense of hope that things were going to turn around for you because of the accumulation of these particular events or situations that have happened. But I'm feeling that something drastic, something really quite major had come into your life for a very important reason, and this was to put this tower down. And this tower energy is, you know, it ruins a situation that has a poor foundation. And you may have felt at the time that these particular changes were, you know, unwanted. But this in turn that's why you kind of was fearful of these particular changes, holding on to particular situations, feeling like you're not able to necessarily let go of them. But it's having that recognition that certain things needed to fall by the wayside, so that in turn you could then soon recognize that in order to have balance in your life, like it was a blessing in disguise, you know, this in turn allowed you to eventually find other people who were coming into your life or other situations who were going to be a major support system and build a community around you and be able to move on forward in the way that it is that you want to, and take these important decisions and kind of get ready to jump into new situations that are actually going to excite you and move you forward and give you that sense of freedom of, okay, where can I invest now? Where can I put myself that is going to actually relight my life again, relight my fire? I've just got that. You're ready to kind of take the world by your hands and look out to the distance and be excited about potentially what's out there. And there may have been a period of time where, when all these particular events were taking place, a lot of being up in your head, stuck, kind of anxiety, and a lot of sleepless nights here with the 8 and then with the 9 of Swords kind of relatively close to each other. But I'm really feeling with these 2 8s here, it's like you're overcoming these particular obstacles, you're gathering this courage to be able to move on forward. You know, as you get one kind of little piece of success, which is then added up, and all these little things added up have eventually get you to a point where you will feel, you know, get to the balanced place that it is that you want. But you've had to really look after and nurture yourself, or you've had other people in your life who have been very caring and very, you know, loving and nurturing in relation to you and how it is that you move on forward. But I'm really getting the sense that having these situations, these practical issues in your life have really contributed for you to feel the imbalance that you have felt, and this may have been very overwhelming. and feeling like, okay, well, I don't necessarily have a set plan as it is right now, and that's what's stressing me out. But you're eventually getting out of that particular energy here, because obviously we have the Wheel of Fortune. You know, this is all kind of like a destined path of certain things playing out the way that they needed you to get you to the right place at the right time, with the right people, with the right situations. It's necessarily just allowing things to kind of fit where they may. I'm really getting that quite strongly. But you're going to be starting off into a brand new venture, which is going to be very exciting for you. But there may have been a period of time where you might have felt quite disconnected from the idea of, you know, very much in your head and not getting like straight to what it is that you want, and having difficulty trying to figure out exactly what it is that you want. And this in turn just, so I just felt like I needed to do a big sigh then. So this in turn just kind of, knackered you out, as it were. You know, you're having to kind of really stay strong and try to maintain control of your life as best as possible. But really all you want to do is be in a nice stable home situation with everything falling the way that it needs to fall, to feel kind of relatively more secure in yourself and to move on forward. Okay, so what I'm getting now is that you are having this transformation, and this transformation is so important for you to be able to move on forward. But I'm really getting the sense that you've gone through quite a lot of disappointments, and having these kind of unrealistic expectations about how it is to move forward, and wanting everything to necessarily happen at once. But it doesn't just happen like that. It has to take time. And I'm feeling the sense that that's why this kind of Queen of Pentacles is in reversed, is because like feeling unsure about how it is to move forward, and not having necessarily the security about what it is that you want, or feeling like you're not able to get to the resources about how to move on forward. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clarify these messages. We've got quite a few here, so the reading will be slightly longer. So can you please tell us why the Wheel of Fortune is here upright? Okay. So I just saw the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. So potentially there may have been a period of time where you stayed in other situations, or stayed at a place, could have been work, family, home, location, job, whatever, and you stayed there because necessarily you didn't want to rock the boat with other situations, even though that the partnerships potentially weren't necessarily working out, or there was some sort of disharmony in relation to that, or you know, potentially trust issues to do with a certain place or certain situation. Okay, so I'm going to clarify this Wheel of Fortune now. What can you tell us for this Wheel of Fortune, please? There's the Wheel of Fortune here. Thank you. Yeah, so we have the High Priestess. So you're following your intuition. You're trusting yourself a lot more. Potentially you may be getting a mentor, or someone who is kind of allowing you to get out of this place of feeling relatively stuck. You know, you're being fearful of change, but I'm getting, you know, you're getting out of this particular mindset that you've been in. Yeah, with the Three of Wands in reverse, it's like there's been delays in moving forward, and potentially not able to kind of, and keep getting that, not seeing the wood for the trees, like not being able to get the foresight about what it is that you want, you know, potentially holding on to the past and being fearful of particular changes. But I'm really getting the sense that either you could have had like a mentor or somebody come into your life, which is allowing you to gain particular wisdom and allow you to move on forward, and not necessarily feel that you have to keep hold of all these other things. Yeah, because you felt like you've not been able to have the hope, but you're getting this particular help. Okay, and it is going to come in for you. Okay, so that looked like it wanted to come out. Yeah, so the Five of Wands. So you're just letting go of the drama, like that's coming out to the background now. You know, You don't want any arguments. You just want to move forward in harmony and success, and you will do. And you potentially may have started a brand new venture, and this could have been a mentor or someone in your life of a potential authority figure who's been able to come forward and help you start in this new venture, which you will do, because we've got this Page of Wands with the excitement over here. Yeah, you may feel like this wasn't necessarily going to work out, and it could always be the same, like these other relationships or partnerships that I've had with these particular people, but it's learning to kind of let go of the defenses and just be open to accepting potential other people's advice on how to move on forward, potentially. So why is the Death here in reverse, please? Why is Death here in reverse? Okay. What have we got here? Judgment. See, this is amazing. So Judgment, this is being able to have that kind of second chance. You've been fearful of having a second chance in doing something else, but you're realizing that you can kind of forgive whatever has happened and move on, accept it for what it is, and move on forward. I'm going to put that over here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. Yes, because you're having the strength. This is also Sagittarius energy. This is Sagittarius energy as well. And this is Leo energy. So potentially you're getting the strength and the courage to be able to get the clarity, to be able to move on forward, potentially after a period of time of confusion and exhaustion and feeling emotionally let down by people or situations that have been happening, and feeling emotionally unfulfilled in one way or another. But you're coming out of that. So why is the Tower upright here? Why is the Tower here, please? Right, okay, so the card just went over here. Yes, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have that upright. So potentially there may have been a home situation or a living situation that didn't necessarily go to plan. It doesn't even need to be necessarily home. It could have been like just somewhere long term, or having like a sense of long-term security that you may have had in one place, and it kind of potentially crumbled down because certain things may have fell through. But you will get the justice, you will get the recognition of, you know, whatever it is owed to you will be coming back. Yeah, because potentially there may have been manipulative people who you thought that you could trust and have confidence in trusting these particular people, and not necessarily it work out. Okay, and that just tired you, it just made you feel exhausted. So next I'm going to clarify, I think the next major is here with the Hangman. So why is the Hangman here in reverse? You may have felt like in kind of a victim mentality for quite some time, and you've had to have certain people, very loving, caring people in your life, kind of help pull you out of that and have that recognition that you don't have to be stuck. You know, yeah, people would be more equal to giving in relationships with you. You know, not feeling like you're giving too much or not getting enough, or vice versa, however you want to take it. Yeah, because you've been stabbed in the back with some sort of situation, or something didn't necessarily work out, and it's like having that realization that you don't have to be or feel like a victim. You can move on forward. I mean, this is another card of feeling like a victim, or staying in particular situations because you feel like you have to, like that kind of martyrdom energy. You know, you don't have to do that. But there's been difficulties with lots of other people gossiping about your situation and how to move on forward. So, sorry, what's this Hangman in reverse? Just an extra message. Okay. Yeah, you've been really focusing on your finances, trying to get that sorted, working really hard, potentially taking on an apprenticeship one way or another so that you could heal yourself in a particular way. Yeah, you're really focusing on your finances right now, and this in turn is allowing you to get that financial security that it is that you want in yourself. Yeah, you may feel like a little bit unsatisfied right now because obviously you're wanting things to happen quickly. I'm really getting that kind of sense you want everything, the foundation to be great, and it will do, but unfortunately things take time. Things that are really worthwhile and they're worth having take the time, especially when it comes to practical matters to do with the home, family, finances, anything like that. But you will have the stable, solid foundation that you're after. You have a new successful cycle and not feeling stuck anymore in any old situation. You're able to move on from that, potentially getting away from, you know, manipulative people or people that don't necessarily have your best, have your back or have best intentions for you. Okay, so this is the end of the reading. I really hope that you enjoyed. I hope that it resonated. If it did, fantastic. If it didn't, it's simply not your message. But please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll hopefully see you next time. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.